In the new garden update, a new mathematical plant has been released, namely the pine cone. I successfully acquired it and also got a lot of mutations. It cost a lot of money. I started all of this from a zero account on purpose to keep the experiment clean. And in the end, I totally cracked the fruits of this new plant with the help of raccoons and got a million times profit from selling them. So, dear friends, let's get started. I logged in with a completely fresh account. Whoa, yeah, I have a little bit of money and a few basic sprinklers. Since the new prismatics don't show up in stock for the first few days, I'm going to buy it for Roblox right now. I think that alone is already worth at least a like from you. Just look at this seed. It really looks different compared to the others. But before I plant it, I'm gonna log in from another account, set up some sprinklers so I have more of them, and that's basically it. Let's wait for it to grow. I have a really brilliant strategy for growing these plants with huge mutations. Dear friends, my friend is about to set up a sprinkler for me, and then I'll plant this seed. We'll see whether it grows quickly or not. Go ahead, set it up right now. Great. Alright, I'm planting this seed, and let's see if we can grow it the usual way. Just with the watering can, will it grow for us that way? By the way, we've just unlocked another achievement together. With the watering can, I think it's not growing at all. It's still at 0%. So this plant takes a really long time, guys. I've already used about 100 watering cans and it's still growing very slowly. Right now, we're spending Robux to fully grow this plant and let's see what we get. And guys, we've grown this kind of plant. Wow, it grew completely with everything. Man, I don't know if that's good or not. All right, let's put down some monkeys because the monkeys are supposed to help us grow everything really well and get us really big fruits. Guys, you'd be wondering where I got so many Robux from. The tactic won't work unless I collect all these giant cones right now or whatever they are. I honestly don't even know what they are and I got something shiny. And the guys, they're sleeping. That's it. Anyway, my fruits should start growing now. For that, I'll even set up some basic sprinklers, advanced sprinklers, and try to make them grow as quickly as possible. Although, I don't think it's really gonna make much of a difference here. Guys, look, it turns out a few cats did all this. And as for the travel, I just realized what I need to do, but unfortunately, I don't have any. I don't have anything at all. So now I'll quickly buy some, although I probably won't make it in time. Basically, the tactic is when the cats are sleeping, I'll move my plant to where these monkeys are sleeping so that they bloom. The fruits of the plants will grow 1.5 times bigger from the moment they start growing. We'll also add another pet, specifically this one, which allows us to grow our fruits much faster, making our experiment a lot easier and quicker. Guys, just look at this. My dinosaur, this dinosaur here, is growing fruits absolutely for free. And I still have these cones left. I don't know, personally I'm just gonna call these cones because I have no idea how they're actually translated. They've become truly enormous. Dear friends, so I've decided to change the experiment a little bit. I'm collecting all these fruits. Yes, they turned out huge. Yes, it's all cool, but I just want the monkeys to make them even bigger. I placed 6 monkeys, and at the moment when I realize that we have a pretty good plant growing, I'll add 3 ceraptors, which will grow absolutely all the fruits for us, and that should be pretty cool. Then I'll use various sprinklers and different sprays to get mutations, and I'll also wait for other weather conditions so that they give us mutations for these fruits. I'll say right away, these cones are very, very expensive. For example, usually a cone weighs around 20 kilograms, give or take, so when it's grown, it costs about $1 million. And just imagine, here you can also get golden ones. Golden one weighs 36 kilograms. And guys, if you only knew, even without any other mutations, it costs 75 million just the golden one, without mutations. So guys, you're gonna be absolutely shocked by what happens at the end of the video. When there are 1 million mutations, okay, not 1 million, but try to get as many mutations as possible to achieve that. Guys, the strategy is hardcore. It's called the trap. It's called 3 ceraptors. We place 3 ceraptors. And then we wait until their cooldown is around, well, after 1,000, basically about 1 minute and 20 seconds, roughly 1 minute and 20, maybe 1 minute and 15 would be fine. So after 1 minute and 15, we place the rest of the monkeys who will then use their abilities. Then we move this plant to where most of the monkeys are sleeping, which allows it to grow really well. And the 3 ceraptors instantly grow the fruit there, which means we'll get really big fruit. And overall, we end up with a lot of fruit. And guys, this is actually a really good tactic, so let's test it out. I'm just going to wait now and we'll test it, and then we'll definitely use the spray. Guys, we have only 5 seconds left before we place these pets. And guys, let's do it. Do it, Tone. Second left. Let's go. Place 1, place 2, place 3. Just a lot of them so that they have time to fall asleep within a minute. Well, okay, I won't be able to place most of them anyway. Anyway, I just can't pronounce it. And we're waiting for the Triceratops to survive. I mean, grow up. But before that, we definitely need the cats to fall asleep. I hope they fall asleep and we'll be able to get it. Let's check their cooldowns. Yeah, the cooldowns are all good. Everything's working out great with the cooldowns. So the Triceratops should be the last one to go on cooldown for us. And we're putting our giant pine cone on the moon tanner on these moon cats so we can grow some pretty decent fruits. 3 seconds, guys. We're waiting for some of the cats. Well, most of the cats so just lie down and go to sleep. And we put it here. We even put it here. they put it here. Wait, there are two cats. We are waiting for the Triceratops, and he's already working on us, and the sprinkler master is standing there. And what? Now raid. Ready. And we look. Oh. Look at these two cones. When in fact nothing really grew, or maybe just a little bit. It seems like there are some changes, but at the same time it feels like there aren't. I don't know. Oh, another fruit appeared, some kind that the Triceratops can also make. So guys, we'll try our best with this fruit as well. And as they say, well, I don't know, I'll just try to grow the fruits now, and then finally I'll start working on these mutations. So guys, these are the cones we ended up with. I tried one more time. Basically their size is enough for me to make some cool mutations. And right now I'm gonna start working on that. So dear friends, basically I put a disco bee here and a bunch of mimic octopuses, so they would copy the bee's actions, and that's why now we're gonna get the disco mutation, then we'll also get the zombie mutation, and we get the gold mutation on all of these cones of ours. In total, about 4 of them have grown. Let me find them now. I've already favorited them because you can actually accidentally collect them. Like this one, I can collect it from halfway across the map. It's the same with those, I can collect them too. Guys, I did this as a safety measure. And now, guys, what I'm going to do is just go ahead and start buying. So I urgently need to buy 2 godly sprinklers. That's why I'm taking them and buying them right now. There goes the first one and the second godly sprinkler as well. You might ask, why do I need godly sprinklers? The master sprinkler is better. I need the godly sprinkler specifically to craft all 3 of these mutation sprays. You might say, but how can I craft them if you only need one for a single godly sprinkler? But we also need to craft the lightning rod, which is crafted this way. So let's go ahead and start crafting it. That is, we click craft on it. Although I could have. Wait, I really can't buy them with Robux. Alright, fine. We'll play a bit hardcore and craft them using this hardcore method. We place the basic sprinkler and guys, of course, we're not going to wait 40 minutes. We'll skip them right away and use all the pine cones we have. I don't know how many uses this gives Uzo. Wait, we only crafted our lightning rod and we still need to craft these sprinklers, which we're about to do right now. My friend, who's currently growing cocoa, will help me with the cocoa sprinkler. And now we're gonna craft, it turns out, the mutation chili spray, for which we need to buy those regular sprays that clean all mutations. That's exactly what we're doing now, crafting this spray. We put in 1 cleaning spray and 1 godly sprinkler and craft them for 40 shekels. I think it's worth waiting 5 minutes. I'm not gonna spend Robux. And then I crafted another spray. So I picked up this spray that creates the chill mutation. Now we're going to make the cocoa mutation. For this, again, we use a regular cleaning spray and someone already gave me cocoa. So we put the cocoa in and place it here. We set it for, well, 12 minutes basically. We'll wait again and then take it and craft the last spray. Guys, we've started this kind of mutation which gives Sandy a chance for a fruit. So it turns out the Sandy mutation is actually a pretty good one. So we wait. I hope that this will spread to my pine cones and we'll get this mutation pretty soon as well. Alright guys, I crafted another chocolate spray. And I think the last spray we have left is the shocked spray. So we just had shocked weather, it turns out. But damn, unfortunately nothing happened. So now we're crafting this shocked spray, setting up the lightning rod, buying it and waiting for half an hour. Alright, I'm not gonna wait half an hour. Let's just use all the sprays we have in our plants now. And thanks to that, we'll be able to add another extra mutation. I just don't understand where all my sprays are. Got it. Just a second. Mutational chocolate spray. So we already have 1 golden one. That means my butterfly is working and I decided to remove the disco bee because there's a certain chance involved. Here, this guy is doing everything with a magnifying glass. So we can already see that this fruit is really worth 600 million now. Now, let me add another mutation here, adding it. Excellent. Now it's worth how much? 700 million. All right. Okay. Didn't affect it that much. Now we click here. You have to aim really well because all these fruits are super buggy here. So guys, honestly, I thought we would get 5 of them, but since we're only getting 1 at a time, let's just put this one will be our main big shot. So we'll add another spray here and another spray that we have, though I forgot where it is. So guys, it turns out I didn't collect the shocket spray. Let's put the shocket spray here as well. And now this is the main big shot in the region, if I'm not mistaken, on the shocket, and it's worth 7, almost 8 billion. That's really good, considering that this prismatic fruit is quite well, like it's sold in the regular stock and the plant itself is rare in general. I don't know, should I take the other big shots or not? Or remove them so that our pets use all their abilities on just 1 big shot? Because in fact, there's nothing else to do with these big shots yet. I think it would be better to just collect them. That's basically what I'm going to do right now. And we'll just run a sort of experiment on a single big shot. And then at the end, we'll check its final value. Guys, look, here's the thing. You might be wondering why I collected this plant, but I didn't actually collect it. It just got duped for me, basically. Now, there's also some kind of rain that gives a strong drain shed mutation. I hope it lands on our fruit. I've been trying to get a disco mutation so many times, and every time I just get these tiny buds growing, I can't even collect them. Like here, for example, a bud is growing. Of course, I can remove it now. See, I'm removing it because, guys, even for the plants that are already growing, they've made it so that now mutations also apply during growth, and that actually makes the process quite a bit more complicated. And secondly, turns out that this person's raccoon duped me this fruit, which is worth 8 billion. So they've also made it so that the raccoon doesn't decrease the value. I thought the raccoon would only give 30% of the value, but it turns out that's not the case. Everything is fully copied and duplicated. And that's why, guys, this is actually a really good trick just to duplicate the fruit again. So in fact, we've earned well. I've been on the server for about an hour and a half now, and in that time, we've made about 8 billion and another 8 billion, so a total of 16 billion. I'll just try to give it more mutations. And if I don't manage to do it within half an hour, then unfortunately the fruit will stay as it is. But I'll try to do everything as well as possible, especially since the bee will bring more pollinati. Moreover, there's a chance that the tropical rain will give a really good mutation. Well, in any case, we'll check and see everything together. Guys, just so you understand, right now my disco bee activated disco, but it activated it on a small pine cone that's inside another pine cone. No matter how much I try to parkour, I just can't reach it, guys. Also, the octopus applied the pollinati mutation to another pine cone. And we also have someone with a 17-second cooldown, someone else has a 50-second cooldown, and they're gonna try to copy one of these two pets. I'm not removing this queen bee on purpose, so that she applies the exact 100% effect I need. I specifically want her to use it on this giant pine cone, but damn, I just can't manage it. I'll try to do all of this as quickly as possible. So this little pine cone has been affected, that's it. I mean, of course I remove all of this, but damn, I just can't keep up with removing everything. It grows a lot, and finally Pollinated has applied this mutation to our thing. So urgently, if they're pollinated, I pick up this thing and this bee, and we still have 20 seconds for the disco bee to activate on this giant pine cone. By the way, I translated, it turns out it's a pine cone. Yeah, guys, so I was right in theory. And damn, I really hope that Octopusic, please, make another mutation on the disco. Damn, because otherwise, that's it. The cooldown has already reset, and unfortunately, I'm not planning to wait any longer because I had 2 hours to get all this done. He's ready, he's doing something. He, of course, copied the disco mutation and nothing happened. That's what I understood. And stop. Disco has been applied. Disco applied to a common pine cone, to our bump, more precisely. Great. It turns out that this big shot is worth 17 billion. I'm just in shock. It turns out that hope dies last. That's right. It's really, so now we have a pine cone worth 17 billion, and you can easily dupe it with raccoons, or, well, actually, it's better not to dupe it at all, because you can grow a Bonoplosum, which is worth much more. But in any case, our experiment turned out to be interesting. So we made 17 billion from this pine cone. Plus, we also have this other pine cone, which is worth 8 billion. So in total, we have about 25 billion, give or take. Then we also have a bunch of regular pine cones, which I actually use to feed my pets. And that's basically it. That's how it is. I could have continued the experiment using Cookie Tobel, Chicken Zombie, and other like those parrots and so on, but I decided not to. Let's see how much a regular small pine cone with a disco mutation costs. It costs 13 million. 13 million Carlson with just the disco mutation and nothing else. Unfortunately, I don't have any golden pine cones left. It's like I lost them somewhere. I honestly don't know where I lost them, really, I can't say for sure. But damn, in the end, we made about 25 billion in profits. And look, wait, stop. Do you see this? Do you see this? We also got another 17 billion just like that. Just look at this fruit. I take it, and we, dear friends, got another 17 billion. This is just insane. So, in total, we made about, well, 45 billion shekels together in just 2 hours using a zero-level account. At the same time, it turns out we've got a few bumps along the way, but overall, everything's going really well. So guys, thanks for watching my video. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, and join my Telegram channel to get all the information about stocks, updates, and in general, there are quite a lot of giveaways held there. So guys, take off and good luck to everyone. Bye-bye.